Stand by to zoom. And go. We are on the move. Minute 30. Minute 25. 120. Minute 15. Minute 10. All right, 1 minute. One wall left. 55. 50. 45. 40. 35. All right, that big wall has to go. Come on. 30. 25. 20. Good job, guys. All right. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Go 1. Dissolve, and we are live.
Thank you guys for having me to host the show this week. I've been watching this show since I was a little kid, and this whole week has been a dream come true for me.
Hey!
Yeah?
How'd you get in my house?
I think I had a key from when I used to live here. Where's the key?
Okay, yeah, I see that, but how'd you get here from New York?
I think I took a train here.
From New York
Yeah.
to Illinois.
Yeah. What day is it?
Monday.
Oh, I think I remember now. After the show ended, I left the studio and I must have jumped on the nearest train and came here. Can I use your phone charger?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been here?
In Illinois?
No, in my house.
I think I came in around 4, but I don't know because my phone was dead. Hold on a second.
Where are you? Call me back. Hello, it's me again. Hey, I just didn't.
You should call him back.
I don't think I should.
What'd you do now?
I did not do anything.
Then call him back.
I will later.
So how's the show been going?
Well, it's been going fine. We just finished the season, so I think everybody's looking forward to having a break.
Well, that's what you always wanted.
Always.
And so you came back here?
Yes.
Any idea how long you're staying here?
I honestly have no idea. Can I get a cup of water?
Sure. We haven't missed any episodes yet. Even when we don't want to watch it live, we still record it and watch it the next day.
I understand. If I wasn't on it, I probably wouldn't watch it live either. How's school going?
It's going good. The semester just ended, but I'm still teaching a few classes over the summer. Overall, it's going well.
What are you teaching this summer?
English?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still in touch with everybody?
More or less. They're actually coming over in a few days. It's our annual beginning of summer lunch.
You guys are still doing those?
Mm-hmm. Since college. A few people have been added and a few have left. Keith doesn't come around much anymore, but it's mostly people from school. We would have invited you, but New York, no.
Yeah. New York.
So no plans at all?
None.
So you jumped on the earliest train you could get from New York, rode all the way to Illinois, and broke
I had a key.
Okay, you had a key. You went to my house without so much as a plan, and...
Well, when you say it, it sounds ridiculous.
Your phone's ringing.
Yeah.
You gonna answer it?
Nah. So, when is everybody coming over for this lunch?
Friday.
Okay. It's the usual suspects.
More or less.
Is it okay if I stay?
Well, I mean, you snuck into my house, so you might as well.
Thank you. Here they are.
Since when do you smoke?
Since I started on the show, it's a stressful job and I needed a release. Do you have a light?
No. Why don't you check your pocket? You seem to find a lot of things in there.
I don't think I'm gonna find one. Oh! I got one. Can I smoke in here?
No, go outside.
Right. I'm grabbing your keys.
Hello, this is Sam Michaels, calling about your audition for New York Live. We loved it. We think you'd be a great addition to the cast as a featured player, and because of that, we're offering you a 7-year contract. We want you to come to New York and join us. Thanks again. It was a very easy decision with you. Goodbye.
Ginger?
Hey, can we talk?
You called me. What do you need?
I just need you to help me here. Am I coming back?
To New York Live?
Yeah.
From what I know, I have no idea. I haven't gotten any news from anyone over there yet, but I promise you the moment I find out, I'll tell you. Where are you?
Illinois.
Why are you in Illinois?
I just needed to get away.
Most people go to California during the summer.
Well, I'm not most people.
You said that already, but you're at least working there?
No.
Why don't you come back to New York and I'll set something up for you? A couple shows around town that'll make you feel better.
I don't want to do that. Just tell me when you hear about the show.
Ginger, where are you?
Illinois.
Why Illinois?
Well, I needed to get away. Where are you?
I'm in California. You know, taking meetings, typical summer stuff.
Are you doing any shows?
Not exactly, but I did get a part in this small indie movie. Small budget type of thing. Should be good. We start shooting in a few weeks, but we scheduled it around the show's schedule.
Cool. Did you hear anything about the show yet?
Not yet, no. Why?
Well, I just need to know.
Did you call Maggie yet?
I did.
Then you have nothing to worry about. I'm sure when she finds out what's going on, she's gonna tell us, okay?
Ginger?
You called me earlier?
Yeah, where'd you go? I saw you at the studio and then nothing. Did you even go to the after party?
No, I'm in Illinois.
Why are you in Illinois?
I needed a break.
Are you okay? I tried calling earlier to see if you were okay.
I'm fine.
Any idea when you're coming back to the city?
No idea yet. Hey, have you heard anything about what's going on with the show?
I haven't yet. I wasn't going to worry about it till later this month. I have a tour coming up, so that's what's taking up my
Yeah,
time.
me too. Is your tour coming to Illinois?
I think we're going to Chicago in a week or so. Why?
If I'm free, I'll stop by.
Well, yeah, I'd love to see you outside of the show. Maybe you can open for me. That'll be great. Ah, shit, I have to go now. But I'll let you know about the cast once I hear, okay?
There you are. Here I am. Where have you been?
I'm just walking, having a cigarette. Is today your lunch?
Yes. You remember everyone?
Maybe it's been years.
You remember Ben and Alex? Ben went to high school with us, and I met Alex in college.
I don't really, but it's nice to see you.
Same to you. We love your work.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Really? I've heard a lot about you.
Amanda was always talking about you in the dorm. It was always Ginger's out in the city doing this, doing that. You're pretty popular.
Really? Well, that's good to hear. I like your shirt.
Thanks. I got it for him.
It's all right.
You remember Tim?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's a long time no see. How long has it been? 3 years?
More like 5, but who's counting?
Not me.
Tim, stop.
How have you been?
Good. And yourself?
Good.
Good.
Now that we're all good, let's sit, please. Have a drink. We all need one.
So, what do you do?
I just graduated, so I got a job. But I'm working on getting my substitute teacher's license.
For what subject?
Mostly history. I majored in pre-colonial American history, so prospects are slim.
How did you two meet?
Well, that's a funny story. I was in the library, and I was researching the effects of gluten on those with celiac disease. And who comes up to me with some gluten-free muffins? But this guy right here.
I was working in the library at the time.
Either way, we found each other and been together ever since.
It's been 3 years.
It's all right.
Yeah, Amanda was just telling us that the show just finished and you're finished the season and that's why you're in town.
Yeah, just a few days ago actually. All I've been doing is sleeping.
That's fascinating. I just find what you do very interesting. You put on 2 hours of new material every week, and on top of that, it's live. If that was me, I wouldn't be able to move out of sheer nervousness.
He always got nervous. He would give presentations in class.
That's right. I just don't know how you do it.
At some point, it just becomes second nature, like riding a bike.
Speaking of bikes, do you remember in college when we were all hanging out in the building and then somebody went upstairs and outside, stole that bike, and suddenly they come in down 3 flights of stairs. I just remember Michael flipping over the handlebars and biting through his tongue, and so I just blood everywhere.
It was like a geyser.
Oh. Do you remember that time Eric tried to jump over his own leg?
I remember I was talking to somebody, I don't remember who, and suddenly there's this big thud and the house starts shaking.
It was hilarious. Remember the time I bought all those beers?
Which time?
The time when we didn't drink any of them and we just piled them up in a big pyramid and we just jumped right on top of it.
Well, I'm going out for a cigarette. Does anyone have any?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you need a light?
Oh no, I'm good, thanks.
So, did you meet anyone famous? Well, I mean, you met a bunch of famous people every week, but like someone really big?
Yeah, we had the president. Well, at the time that he was running.
Really?
Man, it was a disaster. I don't think that man can even read.
Probably not. What's it like?
What's what like?
Doing the show, like, how does it feel?
Tiring. I'm sure she doesn't want to talk about work.
No, it's fine. It's just been a few days. You spend all week working on something that you think is funny, and then come Saturday at 11:30, you've been up for what seems like 24 hours, and you start to wonder why it's even funny anymore.
How did you even get that job anyway? Like, must have taken you years to even get close to that point.
Well, believe it or not, it actually didn't take me that long. When Tim and I were in high school, we would do all these shows together, and on the weekends we would take classes down in the city. Is he still outside?
I think so.
Alright, so one day we're performing our final graduation piece for the class, and it was like, wow, we finally finished something. And maybe this is when we were like 17, 18 years old. And then unbeknownst to us, the teacher of the class knew the producers of the show and invited Sam Michaels, to the performance. And I don't even know why he did that. And since he never told us, we didn't have to worry about anything. We got a few laughs, and to us that was like we had won the lottery. And then we finished his school. Finishing that improv class was better than our actual high school graduation.
What did you do next?
After the summer we finished high school, after saving up some money, Tim and I moved to New York because it was, well, a place where comedy could live. We watched New York Live for years and we just wanted to be closer to it. So we spent the next year or so doing stand-up and writing with the hopes that one day we would get the chance to be on the show, and we've just loved it since we were children. Every day we were closer.
But you made it, right? Obviously you made it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. Years went by, so we're maybe 20 or so, and one night Tim and I were doing a show, and I think it was the middle of summer, and the next day we got a call from our agent, and they told us that one of the producers was in the audience that night, and that they wanted us to audition for the show. And we had 1 week, and we couldn't audition together, so we had to come up with our own material. So the week came, we were given our time slot. Mine was Friday between 5 and 7 p.m. It's weird because they don't give you an exact time. You know, I could have gone in at 5:15 or 6:45, and I was only given a 5-minute prep time. My time was up, then I go on stage and start to perform.
Is it true it's pretty quiet?
It normally is. I was supposed to come in with 3 things: political impression, an original character, and then just a regular impression. And I had all that, and I was ready, and the next thing I know is that I was performing to silence. I have heard that that is usually what happens, so I wasn't surprised, but I heard this faint laugh from the chairs, and I was feeling better, and I finished my set, and I said thanks, and I got off.
What about Tim?
He was after me, so I stayed outside the building and waited for him. 15 minutes later, he came out, and we went on with our day. Because if we thought about it, we would freak out.
What about the actual call? Like how did you know that you officially got it?
A few weeks later, our manager gave us a call and said that I had made it on the show.
What about Tim?
He did not. He's been out there a long time. Is he okay?
I'll go check on him.
So what happened next?
Went to the studio and started getting all my headshots done. I was one of the 3 new hires that summer. And I've been seeing all these people around doing stand-up, so I wasn't alone.
That sounds amazing.
And from that point on, it's been nothing but work.
Tim's fine. Just needed some air. Did you finish your story?
Yeah, I did.
But what about doing the show? Live TV.
That's the fun part. So you spend all week working on these sketches. Monday, you spend all day pitching. Tuesday, writing. Table read Wednesday, Thursday rewriting, and then Friday and Saturday you block. Sometimes we know that the scenes aren't that great, but it's all we have that week. They can't all be winners. So you just think if only I had more time, and you kind of start to have this sort of mini panic attack. But then Sam would go up to you and whisper something in your ear, and he's kind of like the Buddha that way. You'd always say something like, you don't go on because you're ready, you go on because it's 11:30. He knows that this needs to be done, and so then you get to places. And you can hear the stage manager counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just start talking. Like it's almost second nature. You see that light from the camera, and the cue cards are constantly changing, the light acting like an eye, you know that millions of people are watching you. And if this was just any other show, there would be no audience in the room with you, let alone watching you potentially screw up on live TV. All of this when you start talking, and then the first sketch is over. Then on to the next one, and then the next one. 2 hours of this. A week's worth of work for 2 hours to pass by in what seems like 15 minutes. It's basically a high wire act every week. So that's basically what it's like to do the show.
But why not go to California or go on tour? Your season's over.
Come on, Alex.
No, it's okay. I just needed a break. I worked so hard for years, and then when the last show happened, I just needed a break. I was creating hours upon hours of content, and I just needed some rest. And here seemed like the perfect spot.
Have you ever met any of the cast from the earlier seasons?
I met a few people over the past 40 years. They came on and hosted a few times. They were nice.
Boy, do I love those guys. No, I remember I all my childhood I tuned into the show, I watched them, I laughed, I loved it. I haven't seen any of the new stuff, but I'm sure it's good. You guys often get compared to those earlier casts?
All the time. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need some air.
You okay?
Hope so.
Here. I didn't think you were going to be here today.
Yeah, same for you.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah. And I don't really know what you've been up to.
It doesn't even really matter. Well, it's great to hear that you're doing somewhat well. How's the show going? Thanks again for the cigarette, by the way.
It's going fine. We just finished up the season.
Good. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. Now.
No. Are you feeling okay about what happened on the show?
What are you talking about?
I saw the episode. You had an incident on live TV. I and millions of other people saw it.
Oh. That.
Don't think
Don't
for
you
one
think
second that I even missed an episode. You know, I had a chance to be on that show, and I've seen every episode since. I saw that happen to you, though. Is that why you came back here?
Yeah.
To get away from what happened, and maybe people will forget about it?
What makes you say that?
That's what I did. After we both auditioned, and you got it and I didn't, I didn't know what to do with myself. I went home or to the apartment we were staying in, and I couldn't be there anymore. I packed up my stuff and left. I couldn't live with someone who I knew was going to be more successful than I was. We were supposed to go somewhere. We were supposed to make it big. And then we split up, and I didn't even know what to do anymore. So I packed up my things, and went back to college, and saw Amanda, and here we are.
Oh.
Yeah, life's been okay so far. I mean, I got an English degree, and yeah. I had tried to leave the rest of that life behind.
Seems like you did. I need another cigarette.
Did you ever think about what would happen if we had both made it? Or if, you know, one of us was a writer and another an actor?
For a while, yeah.
For a while?
Yeah, but then I moved on.
We both did. I'm glad you're doing well. Really, I am. I'm glad that, you know, you're so well off that you don't have time to call, or that you don't invite anyone to an episode, or you don't even ask to see if I want to come to dinner in New York, maybe. Listen, I've held my tongue enough, but there's something I've been wanting to tell you, and I never thought I would. You didn't deserve to go on. You weren't ready. You got lucky. Some of us, we weren't as lucky. But you know, all the luck to you. I'm glad you're doing well, and I mean, here's to the rest of us, am I right? Well, I said what I needed to say.
Hello, this is Sam Michaels, calling about your audition for New York Live. We loved it. We think you'd be a great addition to the cast as a featured player, and because of that, we're offering you a 7-year contract. We want you to come to New York and join us. Thanks again. It was a very easy decision with you. Goodbye.
I wasn't ready. Hi, you called?
Yeah, last night.
What?
Check your email.
What is it?
Just do it.
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Nikki?
Yeah, Ginger?
Hey, I heard the news. Congrats.
Oh, thank you. Can you believe it? We could both be up on stage opening the show. It's New York Live. I can't believe it. Are you going to be there?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll see you there.
I have to go now and look at some apartments before making
Of
an
course. No, yeah, it should be fun.
Thanks again. I look
Alright.
forward to seeing you soon.
Bye. Hi, what the hell?
Did you hear?
I just got the email.
I'm sorry. I did everything I could to keep you there. I really did. You know how it is there. They don't really consult anyone on their decisions. They just do it.
I know. It's just angry is all.
It's fine. Do you want me to try to get you on tour?
No, it's fine. I just needed to get a break.
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had Tim over. We made the plans months ago and I really didn't think he would be here.
Well, don't worry. I'll be out of here soon.
Are you going back to the show?
Yeah. Plus, I spoke to Maggie and she got me a few sets in the city, so I'm gonna go up there and do a few more shows. I'm just gonna get a hotel and relax. And I want to thank you for letting me crash here.
No problem. Really.
Either way, thanks.
If you're going back to New York, would it be possible for you to maybe get me some tickets?
Yeah, I promise.
Thanks.
I need to step outside for a second.
For a cigarette?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, go 1, dissolve, and we are live.